everybody. It's your grown woman on the move, Osiris, here live with 15 minutes. Guess who we are? Yes, in lovely, sometimes ferociously so, Hollywood, California, at the SIR Studios. We're here today and tomorrow for the yearly bass player live convention that goes on here at the SR Studios every year. We'll be looking at Flea. There's a band playing right now. Jerry Jymon is in the mix. Every bass player that's any bass player will be here live at SIR. So come on in with us, and I'll see you there. Hey everybody, we are inside of SIR Studios now with Tony of Monobasso. Tony has a booth in here, and just for you guys that don't know anything about Monobasso, it's an artisan crafted fine electric basses, and they, from what I can hear, it seems to be on the money. So what about that, Tony?
Well, they are handcrafted, as you said, built by a bass player, myself, and cater to the music and the musician. There's a lot of innovation in my designs, and you'll find...
Like what?
Well, the neck construction, the volute, where the neck transitions into the heel, and the angle of the fingerboard and placement to the body, as well as the body's designs themselves. And the playability in these things is so gorgeous. Like, it's so sensitive and responsive to your style and your technique and the different subtleties of how you play. It's off the hook. I'm getting so many good responses on this, and the show's going great.
Well, how have you guys been doing? I mean, because is this your first introduction at Bass Player Live this year, or have you been here before?
This is my second year, actually.
So what is different about this year and the sales and product marketing and stuff that you think about from last year?
I think they're getting a better handle on volume control, which is helpful.
That's good.
Overall, I think the crowd seems to be fairly similar this year as it was last year. I like the fact that they've got the concert on premise.
Going on and live.
Yeah, which is really nice. Everybody's looking forward to that.
So what can we look for in Monobasso? I want people to know who you are, where you are, and how to find you for people that want that nice, stylish, and sexy, sultry bass sound. Where can we go?
Go to monobasso.com or look me up on Facebook, Monobasso Fine Electric Basses, and you'll see them in stores and famous bass players all over playing them.
Okay, and if you're wise, you'll get over here and buy one of these things right now. They are really very beautiful.
That's right. We're also doing the signature model release tomorrow for Lige Curry of George Clinton's Parliament Funkadelic.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited. He's so excited. He hasn't even seen his bass in person yet.
Oh, so you did a special one, handcrafted?
That's right. We designed it together, and it just got completed just in time to release it at Bass Player Live.
Oh, that's great. Great news. Looks like you're doing a great job, and we look forward to seeing you now. We are taking a look at Tony's Monobassos. And they are gorgeous. They're sleek like women, so guys, come over and get one. They're very sexy. Okay. Hey, Tony, it was nice talking to you. That's another 15 minutes. We're going to go and talk to some other people here, and we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Take care.
Hey, everybody. Guess where we are now? Check this out. We have been able to go up to a private room in SIR Studios just to interview this fine-ass man that's sitting next to me, Brunel. Anybody knows who he is, and we are so honored and elated to finally get him down to one rather than all the crowd that follows him around all the time.
It's my pleasure. You're such a beautiful lady. I can talk to you as long as you want.
Oh, well, thank you. So what keeps you coming back to Bass Player Live?
Well, I've been called by Chris GC, the editor-in-chief, who asked me to come and do that particular clinic with some of the guys that are in the album, that I, produced with Stanley Clark called Baseball.
Is this an album you have that you're doing now, right?
Yes, I can show you the album. I have it right here.
If our camera guy can grab that album behind him, I think we can grab it. Is it in the chair? Or we can show it? Yeah, we can show it. Okay, he's going to get the album, everybody. We love that we have a shot of something to look at. So he's doing it, Stanley Clark. Come over here and have a seat and let the audience see it.
Here we go.
And if
Baseball. That was
wow.
that came out in January, and this is an album that produced with Stanley Clark. Okay, and got a bunch of great bass players that participate. You know, we did all the recordings together with Stanley, and then we invited people to come and play some solo.
Like
some
who?
bass
Who?
line.
Who? Who?
Well,
Who? Who?
you have Victor Wooten,
No, Victor Wooten. Yeah, Vic.
Billy Sheehan, Steve Bailey, that was on the stage with Armand-Sabolenco, Adrien Ferro, and I have some French bass players that are really good that people don't especially know. You have Marc Berthaud, you have Josquin Després that has a studio in San Diego, and you have a very good friend of mine from the south of France, from Nice, Tony Bonfils, and Dominique Bertram and Fifi Chayeb. Fifi Chayeb plays with Billy Cobham, that's his bass player. And these people are from Nice, so I did a special song that I composed called the Bay of the Angels, because in front of Nice the bay is called Bay of the Angels in French, of course. And so I composed that, and I had French people playing on there, so I put bass.
That's beautiful. And you just sound so, you know, French is one of those languages that no matter who says it, it just sounds sexy. And it feels like these people are so like, wow, it gives them so much elegance when you speak about them in that way.
What it is, some men, they have too much testosterone and they don't know how to talk to beautiful lady like you. And it's just a matter.
Talk to me all day, baby, with that language.
It's just a matter of saying things nicely and all that, you know. That's all it is, you know. But it's true that with a French accent, you can say things that other people would be arrested for sexual harassment. But in French, it sounds nice.
It does. It does sound nice. Even if someone says something very dark or nasty, it still sounds so warm and I can fit anywhere. Hey, everybody, it's your girl and your grown woman on the move. Okay, you messed me up. What are we doing? Okay. Hey, everybody, it's your grown woman on the move, Osiris, here live with 15 minutes. Guess who we are? Yes, in lovely, sometimes ferociously so, Hollywood, California, at the SIR Studios. We're here today and tomorrow for the yearly bass player live convention that goes on here at the SIR Studios every year. We'll be looking at Flea. There's a band playing right now. Jerry Jymon is in the mix. Every bass player that's any bass player will be here live at SIR. So come on in with us, and I'll see you there. No, was that good? That should be good.
Yeah, that's why I kept my French accent, you see. It's the ladies love it, whatever I'm saying. It's always fine.
Always been beautiful. Bunny, you've been playing bass a long time. What do you, I mean, from you guys are coming, see, people that aren't musicians, these people have been around since they were kids. So a lot of us think they're really, really old, but they're still really, really young. And Bunny, like a lot of famous bass players in his genre, has been around to see the music industry go from this way to that way and all over the place, and eventually it finds its way back home. But what have you seen that's the difference in style and presentation when you're playing bass as now, you guys that are heavyweights and all that, compared to some of the newer guys coming out, if you can make that kind of a statement?
Well, that's the thing I was talking about in that clinic, you know. A lot of new players, they have amazing technique and they play amazing things, but some of them forget to play the bass. You know, if you play the bass, I tell people you're going to have to play the bass. That's the first things you have to do. If you want to be able to have make a living, you want people to hire you, you have to play the bass. They don't want a guitar player. You usually have a guitar player. They want a bass player. And that's the thing that the older player, you know, like Stanley Clark and
Yourself.
doing like that. You have Eddie Gomez and thing. They were amazing soloists and a lot. But when they played the bass, they were playing the bass. These people always play the bass. And I always say that to young people. Don't forget to play the bass and timing. You got to practice with a drum machine or something and nail everything down, you know. So the groove is, you know, the pocket, I would call it, is what's the most important. So that's what you have to do.
And when you get in that groove in that pocket, that groove cannot come from anywhere but deep inside somewhere. That's the difference when somebody thumps a bass and when somebody plays a bass. Now, someone heard you all the way back in the lobby. They didn't even know who was playing, and the first thing that came out of their mouth was like, "Who the hell is playing the bass?" So that's the kind of thing that happens when somebody is really deeply involved and becomes one with their instrument versus just like, oh yeah, I'm up here styling and looking good and everything and happen to play the bass.
Yeah, that's because some people ask questions. What is the secret? But secret is practice, 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 and put forward the fact that you have to have a perfect timing, and then after that you have to play for the whole. If you make the whole sound good, you sound good. I'm saying that because I played with some musician, egomaniac that are trying to show off, and they don't understand that, no, that doesn't work. You just play to make the whole sound good, and then people say, oh, that guy sounds very good. There is a lot of great players that are not like a virtuoso, but they play the bass very well, and I really enjoy listening to them because they have that pocket. You have people like Freddie Washington is one of those.
I love Freddie's work.
Yeah.
You don't hear his name a lot either.
Yeah, no, but because people don't understand, they want to see the flashy stuff, Armand-Sabal-lecco, you heard him on the thing he was doing, talking about, I gave him the microphone to talk about pocket, and he started playing the bass, and you could dance only by himself. He was playing, he had it, it was right on, So, and that's what I tell guys, do that first, and then after that, if you can play some nice solos, then you kill everybody. But that's why I had gigs with those famous players, because I played the bass. Played with Chick Corea and I played the bass, and then he had me playing solos. I was playing solos, but I would play any style, I could do all the time. So that was the idea, So.
You were with some heavyweights because I think Chick just got the Downbeat magazine player of the year or some award he just got from Downbeat. But what I wanted to talk to you about, let's go back to the album that you did with Stanley. What did it take? How long did it take for you guys to come up with the album, and what did it take? What kind of work did it take for you to really get this album out here? In a time where people want to hear something quick and fast, but you have these kind of things for people that really love listening to music.
Well, it took about a couple of years. The thing is, Stanley is touring all the time, so I had to wait until it was around. Then I put together a tune. Then I have him coming and playing on it and all that. And then I had a drummer. I had another bass player. So it took a little while to come out with the product. But the quality is there because I know how to put things together, even if it's separately having people. Some people recorded from out of town, like Victor Wooten. I just sent him the stereo track and told him you play a solo one, and the guy did in his studio by himself, and it sounds fantastic.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, something with Steve Bailey, and a lot of people just didn't do it. We did it in LA with Billy Sheehan, for instance, with Armand-Sabal-lecco, people that were available. I had Adrien Ferro, in my studio and all that. But a lot of it were from outside, like the French track, for instance, have horn players from Nice, and they recorded it over there. So I had them recording.
Did you guys bring them over, or do they live here in the States?
No, you send the thing. That's the thing with.
You just send them over.
Send the tracks and have them recording, and they send you back the individual track, and then you can mix it. That's the beauty of digital. That's the beauty.
Yeah, that is the positive part of digital, is that you can send things and things can get done really quickly.
Exactly. So.
So what can we look for from Mr. Brunel?
Well, he's gonna be baseball 2.
Oh, so there's a second follow-up to this one?
Already.
Where can we find this album?
You can find this album usually, on some stores they would have it. You got a CD Baby or just plainly bonniebrunel.com.
Okay, so you are putting it on your site and everything
Yeah,
too?
you can buy it from the site or CD Baby, as I say, or Amazon or places. But you can get it directly from me. So bonniebrunel.com, and there's a store. You can order the CD. It'll be shipped to you.
Okay, and do we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those that people want to give a shout out and they want to just say, hey, Bunny Brew?
Yeah, well, I have actually 2 Facebook pages because both 5,000 people on it. So
I'm one of them.
I have Bunny Brunel and Bunny Brunel 2.
Is that number 2 or the Roman numeral 2?
No, Roman numeral. It's got two capital I's. That's what it is. And you know, you can try to join if you want to, if I have the room, because some people drop out. So usually once in a while I can add a couple of people, but usually I'm really close to the 5,000s on both of them.
And I know Facebook will shut you down if you get too many. They will shut you down like, I'm sorry, your page is full, sir.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. You know, they stopped at 5,000. Say, oh, you cannot take anymore anybody, so you have to wait until somebody dropped out, and it always.
Or open up a second page like you've done.
Yeah, 5,000 people. There's always some people who decide to drop out of it. You know, so they are tired to read. Well, I went to the bakery and I bought. Oh, who cares? And that's the problem with it. You know, a lot of people are posting stuff that is.
It is first like, look, we're on here for business. We want to hear Bunny. We don't want to hear about your latest dog accident.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. The thing it becomes totally irrelevant information, but I guess they feel good. They have somebody to talk to. You just imagine these people probably have nobody to talk to, so they kind of having something going on.
So we're lessening the suicide rate, but we we gotta go, and I know Bunny has to get back down, and we've got to get back out on the floor. But you know, when I see this man, I get flutters in my stomach, and my heart goes pity pat. He is one of the finest people I know, and I've had the pleasure of knowing him personally, and one of the baddest bassists out there. So anybody, if you want to get a real good hip trip on what real bass sounds like, pick up Baseball, and that's BASS, BALL, not BASE, BALL. People, for those of you that want to make it fancy, it is simply BASS, BALL, and it sounds like it's going to be a fantastic album, and we look forward to hearing it.
This is yours. This is your
copy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It was so nice to see you, buddy. We have to see each other more, not just on camera. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a beautiful day.
Bye. Say bye. Bye. Hey, everybody. It's Osiris again. Oh my gosh. You have no idea who I'm standing with. Armand-sabal-lecco. Oh, just the name is just so makes me want to melt. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. After an introduction like that, I don't know what to say.
Where are you from? I mean, a lot of people have heard of you. Bunny Brunel was just speaking highly of you. And we need to know what drives you to come to Bass Player Live. What are you doing here this year, 2017?
Well, you know, here's where you come, and then you run into all you know, your friends and all the other your colleagues, you know, that you listen to throughout the year on records, or you watch on YouTube and all that. So for me, it's great to be able to come here and spend some time with them, and then meet new people, you know, expose some things that I've been doing now. I've been working on different projects.
Yeah, what have you been working on? Did you do the bass one? I think you did the bass one with Bunny.
Yeah.
Baseball, not bass one. Baseball with Bunny and Stanley Clark.
Yeah. I did the baseball with Bunny, and I played on I think a track, and I composed a track also called "The Stand Out," you know, and then I love playing with Bunny. I love playing with bass players like that because you know, it's great to make the bass to stack the basses together and make them work. You know, different ranges and different styles. You know, it becomes sort of a gumbo of
a gumbo of bass players with different styles and different sounds. So what are you working on now? What's your present project that you're working on? Tell us all about it.
Right now, I'm working on music for my band, Positive Army.
That's the name of your band, is Positive Army? I like that. Why is it called Positive Army?
Because it's like that. It's positive, and you know, it takes.
And it's full of force.
Yeah, it's the strength of an army to remain that positive.
How many guys are in the band?
4. Right now, you have George Whitty, a great keyboard player that used to play with the Brecker Brothers. That's how we met, you know, on some of the things I wrote for the Brecker Brothers. And then Joel Taylor, who was with me with different bands, with Aldi Meola, for example, and different stuff. And Toshi Yanagi, the guitar player from Japan, who's on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and a myriad of projects. And it's just a crazy, fun music, you know. the music is intense, but we don't take ourselves or all the music
You
seriously.
don't take it seriously. It won't be any fighting or breaking.
No.
They won't be fighting up on the stage like the old
No,
days.
no.
Remember they stopped speaking to each other on the set and all that.
It's all about love. We promote love.
It's nice to hear that it's a group of guys. Yeah, and it's inclusive and it's about love.
Yeah,
and the strength you can have together as a group rather than versus one.
Yeah, the Ethiopians have a proverb that says, when 1,000 spiders unite, they can tie down a lion.
That's a powerful statement because it's all about focus and uniting versus the numbers.
Yeah, yes, because everything, it's promoting division and things like that. So it fractures the natural our natural drive, which is to be together.
Right, now are you going to be here tomorrow doing clinics? Are you going to be performing again tomorrow? What's going to be the story?
No, I'm not going to be performing tomorrow, but I might just stop by to see more friends.
You guys missed it. My man was on stage. We heard something. All we could do was turn around and say, who the hell is on the bass? It was like that brother was thumping, not playing, thumping the bass. So for those of you who don't know who this man is, you better go get a book and find out. He is something else. So where can we find you? How can we hear more about your projects? How do people get in touch with you, your fans and the public?
You have, for example, my website called armand-sabal-lecco.com. I couldn't find anything.
armand-sabal-lecco.com.
Yeah, armand-sabal-lecco.com. And then you have Instagram also. There you have different links. You have Instagram, you have a YouTube channel.
And all that, we can find you and all that under Armand.
All the social media things.
He's all over the place. He's not confined to one social.
All over the place,
All right, it's been really nice talking to you. I know you're tired and we got to let you go, but it's been so sweet talking to you, and thanks.
I could never leave without having to talk to you. This is the best closer for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, say bye.
Bye. It was a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Our honor and our privilege. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. It's Osiris again. We're at SIR Studios. I'm talking to my man, Flunk. He is known, basically, people like him because of his hair, just to let you know. That's an outstanding characteristic of his personality. But Flunk is a manager of the equipment and everything in the product.
Our showroom at Kiesel Guitars in San Diego, California.
Yeah, that must really be a lot of work for you. What does that involve, being a manager of all this stuff? It looks like a lot of stuff for people that don't ever really get to be around, musical instruments.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. We keep a constant stock that's ever changing because we're a consumer-based custom shop. Everything on the walls is original. Everything's different. We've thought up all these ideas. We've put together some really cool builds.
That's nice to know.
It is, yeah. We're not going to make like 10 red ones and just put them on the wall. We're going to maybe have 2 red ones, and we're going to make sure those red ones are different.
So show us where yours are. This is your product right here. Hey, Bruce, can you get a shot of this? We're going to get our camera guy to get a shot of these gorgeous basses.
So in order, this is our new Vanquish on the right, the purple-pink one. That's our California Burst custom finish. That's a Vanquish multi-scale bass. Moving on, we got a traditional 4-string Vanquish in our custom gold metal flake. We call it Sparkle. This is our Aries bass in a 5-string. And then that's our classic JB5 in a seafoam green color.
Wow, they are really beautiful. Are they designed or styled in that way for any particular reason, or is that just what you guys came up with?
No, they all have a purpose to their design.
What is that?
Well, if we're going to keep something classic, we kind of want to keep it that way. And if we're going to kind of break the rules and go modern, we'll start beveling out some of the wood and make it very ergonomic and close to your body. But we don't want to take like an old school design and try and ruin it or change it too much. We want to stick to that aesthetic for that type of clientele, and then we want to kind of break the rules with the modern, younger crowd that wants new, edgier shapes and different materials for their woods.
Oh, wow, that is quite a mouthful and quite a handful of things I have to do. So how long have you been doing this, and what keeps you involved in doing these kind of basses?
So for us, as a company, we've actually been around since the 40s.
What is the name of it? What's the name of the company?
Kiesel Guitars.
Keystone.
Yeah, Kiesel.
Kiesel.
Yeah. So Kiesel, and we were originally carving guitars. So a lot of people know us as carving guitars, carving basses. But Kiesel was our original name. That's the family name. We've gone back to that. We've got a whole new factory in San Diego. We're consumer custom shops. So that way we kind of take out the middleman where you get to deal with us direct. You get to pick the wood you want, the color you want with no extra crazy fees of feeling like you have to be a superstar to get something.
In order to get a good product.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's important too.
We're still family owned, so Mark, our president, and his son Jeff, our vice president, are running the company. It's in-house designed, family owned, 100% USA built right in San Diego, California.
Where can we reach you, and can we get a shout out to Kiesel? That's Kiesel. He's wearing the t-shirt right there. Looks kind of good on him. If we can get a shout out and tell us your website and how we can best reach you guys in case somebody wants to use their services. I'm sure a lot of people out there would love to know more about you.
Thank you. Yeah, our best 3 ways would be kieselguitars.com. You can also call 858 Guitars, and then on that phone number, you can reach my showroom if you hit one of the options when you call.
Great. It was really nice talking to you. Good luck to Kiesel. Hey! All right, for classic style basses.
Thank you.
That was great. Hey everybody, it's Osiris again. We are talking to bassist Tony Hill from San Diego, and he is here at SIR Studios at Bass Player Live. How do you like it, and what are you doing here? What draws you to come to Bass Player Live?
I love it here. You meet all different bass players and the different styles that you can take back with you and put it in your arsenal. The different types of equipment is really amazing too as well. It's a continual evolution of improvement, and I really enjoy that. It's helped me coming up here and just checking people out and helping other people too as well.
And you're so warm.
Thank you very much. You know, is that when you come up here, you bring your styles and your techniques, and hopefully the younger people and other, beginner musicians can learn something from you, and it's just sharing.
Okay, now, do you have a specific kind of bass that you like to play, or a specific style that you like to use?
Well, I don't have a specific bass. All of them bring in a different quality as far as their tonalities, and when you're playing in a different type of setting, you have to have the type of bass and the sound that they want you to sound like.
The right tool.
Oh, you got to have the right tool, baby, and that's even if you dealing with young ladies, you got to have the right tool.
Definitely, if you know how the girls are.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go there.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's you just have to have the right tools for the right shows, and the right personality too as well. Because when the people are coming to see you, they want to be able to feel welcome, and that you give them that yes, come and listen and enjoy yourself and those issues. So that's what it's really about.
Really? Now, what draws you to Bass Player Live? I mean, you drove all the way from San Diego, am I correct?
Yes.
What draws you to come to Bass Player Live and drive all the way? In San Diego, people, it's a 2-hour drive from here. It is not close at all.
That's true.
What draws you to do that?
Well, basically, to see some of my friends, some of my bass players.
You only see once a year?
No, I see them pretty frequently, but, when they have time. Basically, everybody's busy doing their own things, but this is where you can come and see your friends, and you share things with your friends and memories that you had. And also, too, express yourself. This is where the bass players come and hang out. Excuse me.
That's right. This is the spot for
all
the
bass players. Oh,
I'm telling you. So Tony,
Yes,
we got to keep rolling,
Yeah.
but everybody wants to know, how do we find you and what you do, and where do we go to hear more about Tony Hill?
Okay, well, you can check me out on Facebook at Tony Hill Basses. Also, too, I'm in San Diego. You can also, too, give me a call. Can I give my number out, baby?
Of course, if you want to. Of course, go ahead.
All right, now I'm a married man. I'm just letting you know.
He's married too, ladies, but
Okay.
he can still give his number out later.
You can still, call me at area code 619-300-9445. I'm available, and for gigs and things, and also to instructional stuff. You may see some of my things that I'm coming out with on Facebook and YouTube.
Right. So give us that number one more time. Do you have an email or anything you want us to check out?
Email.
Website?
The email is going to be in the note at live.com. That's my email address.
And it's in the note, ENINTHENOTE.
That's right. In the note. Also, to my website is going to be in the note 1.
Number 1 or the word 1?
The number 1.
Okay. In the note1.com.
Oh, and in the note1.com. And of course, you have my phone number, area code 619-300-9445. And I'm going to be doing a lot of endorsement appearances and things of that as well.
Okay. Thank you, Tony, for talking to us.
Oh, I love it.
It's been nice. Bye, everybody. We'll be back in a minute. We're talking some more.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. It is Osiris again. We are kicking booty here at Bass Player Live. I'm with my friend, homie, and also just number 1 all-around Grammy Award bass player, the legendary Jymon.
Still standing.
Still standing and tall, I might add I might add.
It's a progress.
Siri, what you been up to since the last time we spoke to you at the last Bass Player Live, and we also did the Jaco Pastorius experience?
So much. I'm writing my memoirs now, and I'm also pushing my color sound music program.
What's that about the Color Sound Music program? People want to know. It says color sound. That makes it sound very interesting and vibrant.
Well, it is. It's the ability to cross-reference what's in your visual with what you hear orally and put the two together. So it's crucial for people with dementia to help them give their brain strength, muscles to use in a different way, which enables them to do other things, bringing back memories, understanding the relevance of a certain situation because they can cross-reference with something else as opposed to what they might be having in their head, but they use their eyes and their ears at the same time.
So it involves all of the organs together.
And it's interactive. It becomes totally interactive. So it's therapeutic in that aspect. There's also a learning system. We can learn music using color sounds.
Your feeling is that anyone can learn how to play an instrument and a bass and a guitar, right?
I've always felt that way with the proper training. You know, been having a way that's accessible, agreeable, and available to that particular person is the key. Because everything it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. So you have to deal with the people's abilities, their inabilities, and their desire, and their passion, and their courage and conviction to get into this journey of making music. You have to be a professional. You can look at it as just being entertainment for your own satisfaction. So there are many levels of achievement that can be attained with the proper guidance and training. It makes it a lot less stressful because it's inherently the process itself is stressful. Okay, because you're cross-referencing your different sides of your brain, your sound. This music without the colors is stressful. Okay, so the knowledge makes it less stressful. You know what the notes are, what they sound like, where they are on the instrument, where they are in your throat, what rhythm you're playing, what style of music, what tempo, what mood you're trying to create. All these things make for a more sincere product that you can, this individual, as opposed to a copy, cut, and paste, which is what you see a lot of in today's music.
Yeah, we were going to ask about that. I know we earlier we spoke to Bunny Brunel, who talks a little bit about that, but I know that you have a specific thing because you are Mr. Bass Player himself. And also, you have this thing about this color theory that I think is marvelous, and a lot of people would feel really good knowing that they don't have to feel like they have to be a superstar in order to play an instrument, and that you use it in that spiritual essence in that way.
Well, not being so much as being a superstar, just self-satisfaction. Because a lot of people want to become superstars and they choose music as a way to do that.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a superstar to play music.
Right, you can do it for your own enjoyment. You know, to be a superstar takes a lot of it's marketing. So it's not so much about the talent, it's about the marketing skills of the person's producer and their own self-marketing skills in this day and age because anybody, I call it a free-for-all, where everybody has the ability to get themselves out there with their product, get it marketed, get it promoted, and get it disseminated. So this is an important part of it being exposure.
Now, if you had to say or make a point about something new and innovative in the world of bass playing, what would it be? What has changed?
Technology has helped the sound of the bass become more brighter, different styles of playing the bass, all kinds of gadgets to make using the bass fingerboard to play other instruments like a synthesizer, so to speak. But it's mostly the people, the quality of the musicianship, like my friend Arman Sabolenco.
That guy is wow.
I gave him a new name today, The Last Word.
Oh, well, you know the name of his band is A Positive Army. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, he's a beautiful brother.
He is so nice.
And you know, it's funny, we're both Buddhists, and he shakabuku to a lot of people in Europe during the 80s.
Really?
He's responsible for the shakabuku of a greater part of Europe during the 80s. Yeah, he's a very heavy spiritual brother.
Yeah, and knowing about Buddhism, definitely that resonates through his conversation and also through yours. You can see it and feel it in the person's, stance and their demure when you talk to them and actually see them in person.
No, it's about.
And his playing, we turned around like, who the hell is that? And it was him.
Come on. You know, it's about the truth is cause and effect. You know, the truth is cause and effect, and you can't deny that. You know, how you go about getting it and how you service it, how you develop it. There are many ways to do it, but, you know, but the practice of chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo has been one positive way that has evoked both myself and yourself and Armand and countless numbers of people on the planet. To your audience out there, I encourage them to take a gamble, take a chance, take a shot, and check it out because it's there very positive and it's going to make a difference in your life.
Absolutely. So what can we expect from Mr. Jerry Jymon? Where can we find more about your book, what you're doing with your work, and also a collection of all of your famous songs and performances you've done?
Well, most of them on jerryjymon.com.
jerryjymon.com. Do you have Facebook?
I do have Facebook, and my Facebook page is actually the Human Livestock Band and Review.
Okay, wow. And Solar Energy?
Solar Energy is my nonprofit organization which sponsors the Color Sound project that I've been working on. We use technology and education to promote cultural diversity using those things I mentioned, technology, art, and education.
All together. Okay, you know what, you guys, we got to roll. It's been real, and it's always fun talking to this man. I adore him. He is one of my mentors for motivational and moving my butt forward, I tell ya. So say bye, everybody, and
So
it's been
long.
another 15 minutes at Bass Player Live 2017. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.